Jedi Johnson narrates the way, and the ever-steady Styx point shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bone, Bruce and Burr pick up for days on days, and the great October's global feds have bad writing to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified. The qualified. We are prepared.
We back.
And hello. So you're going to turn. There it is. Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson, 22. Joined as always by the great Dom Tober, the always steady Styx Boy 73, and the architect, joesduelin. What's going on, guys?
What is going on?
What is going on?
We're back. I feel like forever that we haven't been on.
And we're going to be off next week for July 4th.
That's it.
So,
well, listen,
nice.
I just want to put this out there. Jolly G. Willikers and shucks.
Yeah.
But a kinder, gentler, dirty Dom Tober.
Yeah.
Impossible.
We are a PG-13 show, at least for the now. Anyway, we'll see how things roll.
A late 80s PG-13. I'm not going to give it a 2020s PG-13, but I will give it a late 80s PG-13. Things are
yeah, so that we cut a few segments, but we're still gonna have a lot of fun. Still got Styx bringing his chaos. Dom Tober here as always, bringing his unique takes on everything, and of course we're talking comic books and shit too. So,
and we'll be building out some more as the weeks go on as well.
A couple of good things, like in comic books, well, TV and movies. Since we don't have it in news, I'll just throw it out there. What do you think about Michael Bay coming back?
If you like explosions and loud noises and lack of plot,
you know what? But it made it fun. Like the
Slow
first
motion running.
I enjoyed the first Transformers movie. I know that it got overplayed, but it's kind of like nostalgic that he comes back to bring the momentum back to Transformers, because after Transformers 1, which I actually enjoyed, I thought it was really good, the animated cartoon, there's no sequel. No sequel, but also Robert Kirkman is coming back as, they're talking about bringing an animated series. That I always thought they should do a long time ago, a G.I. Joe Transformers animated series.
I would prefer it to live action.
I know the live action, but cartoons, the nostalgic thing with cartoons.
I prefer the cartoons. Like I said, I prefer cartoons to live action for that stuff.
You can do a lot more cartoons. Like you can make a bigger scale, and it's cheaper if you really think about it.
You never know what's going to come up during the show. Like I said, we're gonna have some unscripted things. I'm sure pop up during the show too, as we talk about comics, because everything, pop culture is kind of has this little corner that's all about comics, and things stem from comics, et cetera, et cetera. Like Riri and Ironheart this week. I'm sure y'all, it's been talked to death. I haven't had my chance to say my piece. I like it. Don't love it. Pains me to, as much as it pains me to agree with Marco on just about anything, I kind of agree with his take on it. I don't think we have to love everything. Everything doesn't have to blow our socks off. I thought it was pretty good. It was a little slow warming up. But I don't understand the hate for it, to be honest with you. I think it's entertaining. I like it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I just want to be entertained. I'm not looking to be blown away. And if it keeps my interest for the hour, 45 minutes that it's on, I'm fine with that.
It's only 6 episodes, so next week.
I didn't even know that. I like living in bliss sometimes. I don't like. So I had no idea. So next week is it. It's wrapping up next week.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So Brian Krugler,
this is the world of bliss that I live.
Brian Krugler just turned around and said that the inspiration to Ironheart was Smallville. Just came out today. He said that Smallville. He liked the way the structure of Smallville was. That he describes Ironheart like. But like I said, Bruce told me, he's like, Dom, he goes, I'm gonna tell you this. He goes, it is friggin' violent as hell. And I'm like, really? So I don't know what your take is. It's got it's a little violent, more violent than
Ironheart?
Ironheart? He said it was violent because it's kind of violent. He goes, I'm like, really? I said, I like violence. You know, so
I didn't feel it to be overly violent.
no.
I was gonna say we just watched The Punisher and Daredevil like really
Yeah.
like mutilate mothers, and I don't this unless episodes 4 through 6 just take a drastic, accelerate into some craziness. I don't see it.
Well, I'm gonna probably watch it. I'm gonna get a chance.
graphic
No,
anymore.
watch it.
I watched the first 3. Jedi, did you watch all 3?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought it got better as it went on.
Definitely graded upwards, yes.
Yeah, like I said, was it the best thing I've ever watched? No. Did I expect it to be? No. But was I entertained enough to watch all 3 episodes? Yeah, and that's good enough.
You got that.
Bruce was slowly losing his mind.
Oh,
I didn't think it was. I didn't
Yeah,
think
kind
it
of
was.
got
starting
excited
to,
with violent a situation. I'm like, really? It's violent? I want to check
starting
this
to
out.
have
No,
to tape up
it's
the sharp.
not. It's not.
Okay.
We're starting to have to tape up
Oh,
the
okay.
pointed corners on our furniture and things. Just to, Bruce is going a little.
Well, you see now this is where now it
don't
brings
wanna
up
bump his head.
an important point that I want to bring up now. How is Spider-Man 4 going to have the Punisher in it? How are they going to work the Punisher?
I don't
Spider-Man 4,
understand.
and
That's a weird tonal
a
switch.
violent character as the Punisher. Is it going to be that you'll see some violence off screen? It'll be a little darker Spider-Man than normal, but I don't know. I'm
No, man,
excited.
Spider-Man's going through some shit right now.
I saw the rumor that Sony's not going to make any more Spider
I actually
adjacent
think
movies.
that we're getting a Spider-Man that I think Sony's going to maybe push the agenda and give Spider-Man to Marvel to do, and just get the benefits off of what Marvel does on Spider-Man. Because in the long run, Spider-Man is better off with Disney. And if they do give listen, you can have the reins of having Spider-Man and the characters. We'll just like divvy it, the money go whatever goes, make a contract like that, because I want to see Null in the Marvel universe.
Well, you ain't going to see it in the Sony universe.
Yeah, you can see
At
this one
this
anymore.
point.
Yeah. So,
But on the plus side, 2 very low budget shows are doing phenomenal. Resident Alien and Revival.
Joe is going to talk about Resident Alien.
Oh,
I don't blame him.
Revival.
I love Resident
dude,
Alien.
they
I
say
haven't watched the
Revival
latest
is the
one.
zombie show we waited for. It brings back the nostalgia of The Walking Dead. So I got to see, and CM Punk is in it. So I got to see it. So,
Revival.
Revival?
yeah,
Good.
I tell you what, Revival is, and the comic was kind of the same way. You're not. I don't remember any like oh fuck moments in the comic. It's kind of it's a storytelling, but it's not a shock. It's not a shock and awe like the early Walking Dead series or TV series was that I can recall. Now they may tweak it, to kind of grab the audience on some things, but so far it's been good. But it's been kind of a even. Joe, let me know.
But I like it. I like
kind of an even storytelling.
How many episodes so far is in Revival?
3.
3. I got to check that out too.
Yeah, I go.
No, wait, really quick, change the subject. Walking Dead. 2 major things happened in Walking Dead: Dead City and Carol and Daryl and Carol. So I haven't watched that, but
I can't watch them anymore. I tried.
But
I'm so far behind.
Check it out. But there's 2 big major things that happened in those shows, and it's people like talking about it, like holy shit type of so.
Yeah,
I tried watching unless something's new popped up. I tried watching the Daryl in Canada. I think he was in Canada.
France. He was in France.
In France.
France.
Daryl.
France, Canada, same thing.
And then I
Daryl goes to
tried
Quebec.
watching
The French
the.
Canadians.
I tried watching the main dude and what's her name?
Stupid American pig dogs.
Carol.
Can't think of it.
Carol.
No, not Carol. Not Carol. The sword girl.
Michonne?
Michonne. I tried watching the Michonne and the lead character that got banned for a while and came back in the.
I figured.
You are correct.
Carl's dad. I can't think of his dad's name.
Oh,
Crazy.
Carl's dad. The sheriff. Carl's dad.
Sure. Not
Anyway,
even.
I tried watching that one too, and I couldn't
Rick.
get into it.
Rick.
I'm
Rick
still-
Grimes.
Rick, yeah.
Rick Grimes.
I'm still suffering from Walking Dead burnout. I think it was just a lot.
It was just
For a
they were
long
just
time.
the cast got way too large. I stopped caring whether anyone lived or died. That was about the end of that.
Well, listen, the spinoffs, the spinoffs are good because you bring back the original characters spinoffs, but when is it too much to have like all different shows, all over the place, zombies, because the zombies kind of dead.
It's kind of a secondary plot point to the show.
Yeah. Well, basically,
It's kind of a penalty. I can't think of the right term, but it's kind of they're being penalized by their own success, I think, in a way, because they were so successful and they just like gave us so much that we just really just kind of like couldn't.
Listen,
At least me, I was like, I can't take it.
well, listen, the Daryl and Carol show has been around for a minute, so if everybody probably seen it already.
It's good.
Well, if you want to know what the major thing was with Daryl and Carol,
Well, at this point, it's been out for like over a year.
the new one, the second season. But the whole fact is that
there's another season. I didn't even know that.
well, apparently I found out through somebody. So apparently Carol gets bit by a zombie and she died.
Wait a minute, Carol's in France too. How the hell?
So she
Well, they hit one hell of a rip current.
sad moment, sad moments for that, and then in friggin' Dead City, Maggie gave her allegiance to friggin' Negan, and
I was gonna say, did
so now
Maggie give it up to
Negan? And then they brought back the Bat. The Bat came back. Now she's playing Negan's part. She's Negan, so she's killing people. So that's what's going on with that. So
Yeah, I'm very pleased with how.
Well, I said spoiler alert.
Revive.
Spoiler.
I threw it up. I even threw it up there.
We put it up there.
I know. I'm just very happy with Revival because it's been received very well by the critics and by the audiences. And I want more shows at that budget level.
Still alive, but you got bit by a zombie.
To show that you could do something
How many
inexpensively.
Did I see something that season 2 had already been green lighted for Revival? I want to say I saw something about that.
No, actually, I think you're right.
Nice.
I think it was already season 2 was already put in the works.
I think so.
I
can't remember where I saw it, but I think I saw that.
They said that the show was good.
Yeah, we don't need a season that costs 180 million.
Yeah.
As with everything here on the Qualified, don't use this as a site reference at all. Don't.
Hey, listen.
No.
Hey, Cosmic. Listen, I know so apparently this is what I heard. I didn't watch it, so I was going by what somebody told me, and so we'll see. So there you go, Tyson.
Right.
Who do we got? Who do we got here?
We had a lot of. I'm sure some people came in here just for the OIL, so let's not keep them waiting.
Well, let's see who we got here first.
Oh, we're doing that. That's right.
Yeah.
See, without the first opening segment, I don't even know what we're doing. Tommy Longbox, as Thin Lizzy says, the boys are back in town. We are back.
Indeed.
We're back.
We're back for this week, and then I think we might be taking a break next week because of the holiday. But
yeah, it's 4th
sure.
of July.
Yeah,
Go
4th of
get
July.
drunk, have fun. Don't watch this shit.
Get your patriotic, your best patriotic on.
All right, catch you later, Tommy. But yeah, Tommy coming in first, second, and third.
Nice.
Consolations to you this week. GT Key Comic. He's a good sport. Coming in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Ed taking up lucky number 7. What's going on, Ed? What's going on, Terry? The always faithful Terry Floyd.
Yeah, nice little Doctor Who reference there.
That I don't understand. Oh, Apple's. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that. I do remember that now. None of us knew what it meant, I think, except for.
Was it
Mama
Michael
Bear know what that meant? Somebody knew what that meant.
I think Mama did.
Apple State. It means what did it mean? To betray your religion or something, like a religious zealot, something.
Well, apostate, to be an apostate is, yes, to kind of betray your religion.
Hello, Mama Bear. Speaking of the great Mama Bear, what's going on? Tyson, Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Tyson.
Tyson.
I tell you what, Tyson. I thought I was caught up on all of your IG videos, and I think I just took a 30-minute nap, and I came back and there was like 5 more. So you are on Dom level when it comes to sharing videos right now.
Listen,
you are.
I do enjoy the Doctor Who and Matt sitting on the shitter.
Yeah.
Me and Tyson go back.
Oh,
I need a
my
copy of that
camera's
picture.
in the way.
Me and Tyson go back and forth when it comes to the posts. He hits me up with a lot of posts. I hit him up with posts, so we go back.
How dare you think Matt is competition?
The difference between you and Tyson is Tyson doesn't get pissed off whenever we don't immediately acknowledge the video.
Like I told you, Jolly G Willikers and our show.
Tyson, send me that picture.
I'm gonna be a better person,
The original one.
a better person than I've been. You know.
Yeah, Mama, we are PG-13. Are going to try our best. I've already let it.
But like I said, late 80s, early 90s, PG-13. We're not doing modern day PG-13, which is like the equivalent of G.
I was going to say we're 80s rated R. Like we're going to have some Porky's moments, probably. We're going to have some things like that, probably.
Are we going to baseball bat someone's back tailgate? Oh, you got to
When
light
I
up.
say Porky's moments, no, but we're not pulling each other's wieners or anything.
Hey, you see, I'm trying to keep it clean, and Jedi's coming off tracks.
Told you. I said wiener.
I know. Oh, oh,
We're clean now. We're clean.
oh, oh.
I said
You
wiener.
said wiener.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Terry. Terry wrote a lot, so I feel like I need to read it. I think. What are we talking about? It was good, although I still don't care for the character review. Okay, you're talking about Ironheart. Love the AI
Natalie.
though, both actresses and the character.
Yeah, the Natalie character was my favorite character.
Yeah, again, this is where I kind of live in. I said it before, my little ignorant bliss. I know nothing about the comic, or how. I had no idea how she got the technology. I didn't know if she was had an apprenticeship with Iron Man. I had no idea, so I'm learning everything, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah. She has some good covers. Some of the covers that came out for Marvel,
Better than I thought.
she has some good covers.
Not
I can't even say it's better.
Not that
than
one
I
with
thought it
Mary
would be
Jane with
because
slapped with a bag of hot nickels in the face cover.
I can't even say it's better than I thought it'd be because, quite honestly, I hadn't given it much of a thought until I didn't know it dropped until somebody said it in our chat that it was out. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think somebody brought it up on Tuesday during the Doctor Who show, and I was like, oh. And after that, I
was gonna watch
laid
it.
in bed
I
and
was
watched
gonna watch
it.
it.
Yeah,
I fell
Scott
asleep.
was going to watch it with his wife.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
Brucifer must be losing his mind if he thought it was violent. Brucifer is, we got him on a vitamin regimen to try and help him keep his faculties a little longer. No, he's doing okay.
Yeah, listen, Styx fed him today, so I think he's doing okay.
Weed Richards, still
Hey,
one of my
Weed.
favorites.
Good to see you.
What's going on, Reed? Weed Richards.
Weed.
Cosmic is here. I said hello to Cosmic. No, I don't think so.
What's up,
Cosmic and Dungeon Crawler Kevin.
Hello, everybody.
These names, I've been doing this for a long time. The names still, I just get such a kick out of Dungeon. What's going on, Dungeon? Timothy Brand. That's just a boring name you got there, Tom. Just kidding. What's going on, Timothy? I enjoy the first 3 episodes. He knows I'm joking, Styx. Don't scold me for. He knows I'm playing around.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Like
He enjoyed the first 3.
Yeah, it was
Squid Game. Yeah, I think Squid Game season. I didn't know it dropped today. There's a lot of things dropping next week. Like
Old Guard 2's coming. I'm excited about that.
Yes, Old Guard 2. Yes.
there's that show on Peacock with Captain America guy.
Chris Evans?
No, the new Captain.
Anthony Mackie, Twisted Metal.
Mackie, yeah, the Twisted Metal. I think.
Oh, they're doing it. I loved that
I thought
Twisted Metal series.
too.
It was probably what I had probably the lowest possible expectations for it, and I was like, I love this. It was great.
That's one that I have been tracking. I think it's either Peacock or is it
I think you're right. It is Peacock.
that's one that I've been tracking because I really enjoyed season 1. I thought it was pretty good.
I'm
Because
glad
it's
it's
silly,
coming
you don't
because
take it serious. It's just
I was getting ready to cancel Peacock because season 2 of Poker Face is god awful. So
is it done yet? I haven't. I watched Is it still?
I love the first season. I thought the first season was brilliant and great. And season 2, I was like, this is a hot bag of garbage.
Yeah, Old Guard. Thank you. Old Guard is it's either dropping now or next week.
I think next week.
Next week.
So I think it's right before or after the 4th.
That's another one I had no clue they were even doing a season 2 for Old Guard. That's another one that just kind of kicked me in the balls. I had no idea it was coming.
Yeah,
Waterfront. I'm on episode.
I've watched it all.
Waterfront.
I watched the full season.
Yeah, my cousin, who I have, he's in one of my chat groups. My cousin said that it's really good, and so I think I'm on episode 4. I'm watching it with my wife, so I have to kind of go at her pace.
It's like I like to call it a CW plus drama, because it has a bit of a CW-ish feel with just a little more violence and edge to it. Yeah. So it's like if you could put something on CW that was R-rated, that's the feel of that show. But that's fine with me.
Terry is in my Blood Drive was awesome. I've talked about Blood Drive on here before. Blood Drive, of course, he's busy doing Reacher now, so we probably will never get a Blood Drive season 2. But Blood Drive was awesome because it was so fucking stupid. I
still want a third Crank movie. That's all I want. I could die happy if you give me a third Crank movie.
All right. I think we've said hello to everybody. If you missed anybody, we are sorry. We'll get you next time. Let's get into the OL.
Let's get into it. Oh, there we go. So let's do the outside looking in, where the books that couldn't quite make it to the CBSI Hot 10 fall to us to talk about.
Yeah. Couldn't quite make it into the top 10, and they want nothing to do with my collection. So let's do
it. You never, sometimes we see them on here and then they show up in the Hot 10 the next week.
Exactly.
Sometimes they fall off the Hot 10 and fall to here too.
Sucks, so that's why.
Yeah,
it ain't
you never know. These are Pete's selections for books that just couldn't quite make it, but are still not too bad. First up, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 79, the 1 in 10. Dozen sales, averaging 15 with a high of 24. This happens with these Sonic 1 in 10s. I think every 6 months or so, there's a Sonic 1 in 10 that comes out of the gate kind of hot. And it's this one this time. It's a good cover.
Is that Sonic on the cover, or is that just somebody's...
I do not follow Sonic, even though I will pick up a couple books every now and then. But I have not.
I don't know if that's
with the IDW series.
I don't know if it's Sonic.
Artist.
One of the villains. I don't know.
Yeah. But like I said, these Sonic 1 in 10s, I don't know how many stores are ordering tons of copies of Sonic, but the 1 in 10s always seem to do pretty good. Like I said, about every 6 months, you end up seeing a Sonic 1 in 10 pop a little bit. So they're not bad to. They're also nice to pick up from back issues.
When I saw Pete share this, my blood pressure initially popped a little bit, because I was hoping maybe it was the free comic book day Sonic the Hedgehog, because I have a grip of those. I have 10 of them for some reason.
No, it's just the 1 in 10. But like I said, it's doing all right. See how it holds up. It's nice when these hold around a $15 or so. That's nice for a 1 in 10. You throw it in the box and collect those RIs that IDW puts out.
I'm trying to see what's going on. So it looks like whoever that is swinging a sword or a knife.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
To be some type of sword or knife. Yeah,
looks like a knife.
Yeah. Next up on the list, we have. It is the year of second print 1 in 25s. So Amazing Spider-Man 3, the second print 1 in 25. Only 4 sales so far this week. He's eating
on the cob.
It
looks like corn on the cob, but it's like he's pulling it like it's cheese or something that he's pulling out.
Could be one of those street vendor things with that
street meat.
Klapka? Klapka? What's Klapka?
Good Lord, it could be anything.
Yeah, but only 4 sales this week so far, but it is trending up in price. Averaging around $40 with a high hitting 62. Okay. Like I said, these damn second print 1 in 25s. When we went back and looked at the ratios a few weeks back, when we looked at these ratios a few weeks back, most of them were all the second print 1 in 25s that were doing well. So,
enough Euro.
So, well, and Spider-Man always seems to.
All we care about, Joe, is what's he eating.
What's he eating? What's he eating?
Call the audience, find out.
I'd have to find the color picture of
Maybe
it.
It's coffee on a stick.
He's enjoying it.
Yeah, it is a bash. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, 1 in 25s on the second. You would think that these LCSs understand at this point that these second print 1 in 25s have been doing pretty well, and there should be somewhat of a demand for them. And it's ASM, and people order a shit ton of ASM.
Well, I mean, if people just have like, hey, give me, I just want Spider-Man on my pull list, then
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Whether it's first print or second print, they're probably going to pull it for their box.
Yeah, and now there's a lot of the small LCSs aren't going to pop on a 25 print because they're only selling 3, and only one person wants a 25.
I don't know if I'm going to look that up, Mama Bear.
Now you got 20 other issues to sell that you're not going to sell.
I'm a little concerned. I'll get put on a list, Mama Bear, if I look that up.
I've eaten some weird stuff on the streets of Seoul. So yeah, I don't know what it could be. Anything. They put a lot of things on sticks over there.
Hey, I'm a sucker for food on a stick.
Nobody's putting anything on me. Get out of here.
Sticks on a stick.
To keep up with our Spidey this week, Ultimate Spider-Man 16, the second print 1 in 25, also still doing pretty well. They're only 4 sales, but it is doing better. I mean, you have an average of $60, high 65. Like I said, it's the year of second print 1 in 25s. Say what you want. I didn't get it. It's a nice cover, but it's like, okay, it's Spider-Man, he's on a fucking wall. But hey, people like it. People like it, as Dom would say.
People will like it, definitely.
I don't know if this is meant to be a double entendre or not. Let's hope he is allergic to wood. If it is a double entendre.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm on some list somewhere. But yeah, so like I said, Spider-Man always does well. Like I said, I guess there's so many prints. They're probably pulling in so many of the first prints of these books that the stores probably are going a little lighter on these second prints because they probably still have a bunch of the first print stuff on the shelves. So
yeah.
But hey,
well, that's the problem with these with them doing second printing. They're going off a number of sales from the wholesaler and not like the LCS. The LCS got, like you say, they got tons of these copies, and now you think they're going to buy another printing of the same book?
Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what? It's just
hard. It's hard for the LCS. They can't. This is what drives them into closing because they can't afford.
Exactly.
And it's also very different with indies than Marvel and DC when it comes to.
I mean, let's not forget. Not that I know anything about comic book sales or running an LCS, but let's not forget the online aspect now that a lot of these LCSs probably have an online footprint through Whatnot or eBay or stuff like that too. So,
yep.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up fourth on our list, we have Dragon's Lair.
Nice.
This was a nice pull.
I played this
I guess Ryan Reynolds production company, I guess, grabbed a director for this now. There are only 3 sales this week, but a $63 raw and $86 for a set of 3 and a $96 for 108. That ain't bad.
This doesn't surprise me. When I saw, and if something shows up in my IG stream, I see it, or one of you guys or Bruce for shares something, I see it. I don't go digging for this stuff. I'm not an investigative reporter, but when I saw this, probably on my IG feed, that Ryan Reynolds was interested in this, and I assume if it does make it to the big screen, he's going to be playing whatever that main character is. I don't know. It seems to fit to me. I don't know. I think it's going to be an adventure comedy, I'm sure. I don't know.
It is the game.
I would go see it. Yeah, it's based on the game. Yeah,
based on the game. I watched the cartoon growing up in the 80s. I played
sure that would be. I'd go see that.
The most frustrating video game in the arcade in the 80s.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was. It was. Well, it
Every
was.
time
It was
I
like
was
the first of
bragging,
its kind, right?
I got burnt.
It had the best
it was the
graphics,
first of its
but
kind
the game
that I
was
was.
horrendous.
But
It was
it
like
wasn't your typical video game that us kids
No.
from the '80s were used to. It was completely different.
like an animated cartoon video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You kind of like the old books you would read, where you would say if you answer yes, go to this page, no, go to that page, type of deal. So I don't know. I all that aside, I think Ryan Reynolds would be a good. His type of comedy, and if it's an action comedy, I think he has potential. So I would definitely go see this when it comes to theater.
Yeah, that's it. I like with these little indie books. That
They also
pop
have the
out.
guy, the Space Ace. Remember Space Ace, the other game that was the same people that did this.
Oh yeah.
Space Ace.
Oh, I wasn't Cosmic. I was not. I am way too big. Oops, I can't pull it up. There it is. I was way too big a wuss to be a seal. I made sure they could talk to each other though.
That's important.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Last up on our list this week, Deadpool 15. Marvel's been doing these kind of little spoiler covers lately where you get some new character that ain't in the book, but they kind of spoil them and preview them on the book before. So there you go. This Kurani, this new character, not in the book, but on the cover. So I pick up your Deadpool, I guess. It's a title that I just can't ever bring myself to buy. I like though some of the old back issues and stuff.
I like the cover,
the
but
older
yeah,
stuff.
I can't speak to whatever's between the covers. I have no idea.
Yeah, so like I said, if you want to spec on some of these new interesting characters as to whether they'll ever last or anything, but hey, you know what? If you pick
Good
it
luck.
up, if you pick it up off the from your LCS or you pre-ordered it and it's a cheap buy-in, you throw it in the box, and then you never know down the line if this character pops up somewhere or pops in some way.
I wish you, if you do, I wish you better luck than Dom and I had when we started buying all these High Republic Star Wars comics.
Well, but you know the way first appearances are with Star Wars. They're either dead by the end of the book after the first appearance, or they never show up again.
They show up on one page and they're dead on the next.
No, and then they go and make the Acolyte and had one character that was in the High Republic books, and everybody else was different. Not one of the other characters that we collected that could have had the book go up.
Yeah.
And the one character that they put in from the High Republic was horrible.
Yes, she was.
Oh yeah, they did that to her. She wasn't horrible in the comics. They
No, she was good.
Hey,
in the
look, you know
comics.
what? You know, for all the hate that they got, there's a lot of good things that came out of that show too, which is interesting. Too bad we're not getting a second thing.
Shame on me for bringing up Star Wars.
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
you talk about it now. But you're right, Jedi. You're right.
Millions of pesos or rupees, maybe, but not dollars.
Yeah.
Liras.
They
They're gonna be
made-
worth
They
liras.
made millions and thousands.
More like if we go to
Programs.
a Holocaust, a nuclear Holocaust, and we have to go underground. We need some paper. Found to burn the paper. That's what that book's going to be worth.
Yeah, I got short boxes full of High Republic
my
stuff. And
God.
I'm like, all right.
Well, I got the one book that all that matters, the preview issue that I got. That came out.
You had a good one.
That's it. That's what I really want.
Yeah. Well, that is the outside looking in for this week. If you want to know more about these books, you can check out Pete's write-up over at CBSI. And you can also check out his write-up on the Hot 10. Or if you didn't watch it before coming to this show, you can always catch it on the rewind and catch Pete's Hot 10. So that's what we got this week. What do we got for pickups this week, gentlemen?
Of course, I got some things.
Of course you do.
Yeah, let's here.
I know. How do you mess Plagueis up? You
I
don't
got a lot of stuff this week. I was surprised. Everything came in toward the end of the week.
Well, I had
to do a lot last minute stickering on my book.
I have a short box. I literally have a short box of things that I have not shown yet that I picked up. Over the past couple months.
Hey, Dungeon, listen. They didn't mess Plagueis up. They just showed him, and now they're never going to show him again unless they bring him back.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of Star Wars, let me find it. God.
You got
We
the
were gonna be
Plagueis that's
talking
like that.
Star Wars. All right, here we go. I got a Jamie Tyndall medal, Star Wars.
Hey, wait a minute. That's my girl freaking Talon?
That's your girl.
Thorfinn.
Well, she's right now
Bastard. Copy.
with the Super Jamie Sig that I'm a sucker by every time.
That's a large signature.
And
Right
I got the metal set of Asajj.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Super Jamie Sig.
Oh.
Yeah, the sexy bald Asajj.
Can I say one thing about that? That his signature looks like his signature. The way he's doing his signature right there makes it look like it's a sticker.
Yeah, that's they're all doing that. No, I should say they're all doing it. A lot of them are doing these fancy SIG now. They charge through their nose, and I'm a sucker and want them every time.
Yeah, I was slipping off my chair, Tyson.
All right, I have. You know what? I just noticed I'm not showing a single Vampirella book this week. I just noticed that.
Oh wow.
I have some Lady Death. I thought these are leather. I think these are leather covers. I think these are leather covers. I'm a sucker for a gadget. Lady Death, signed by Brian.
Oh yeah, that's the leather. Yep.
Paludio.
That looks like gold covers, the old gold covers from the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's Lady Death.
Those are the Avatar ones. Oh, those are good.
Lady Death. Because I dabble in Lady Death now, apparently. Speaking of dabbling in things that.
Once you go down that rabbit hole, there's a lot of twists and
this
turns.
is signed by what's his name? Who's the creator of
Mendoza? Mendoza?
Mendoza. Yeah, Mendoza. So these are all signed by Mendoza. Hopefully
We both got Zombie Tramp to show this.
Okay, it's still there. Thank God. Sorry, Pete. This doesn't count. This is comics.
No, this is comics. This is comic content.
Oh, but you got it covered up, so don't worry about it. It's all covered up.
And some. I couldn't let Tyson down completely.
We're still gonna be coming in hot on the pickups.
This is a 1-on-1 prototype that I picked up because I just stuff. But this is I think it's Draxina, Invisible Woman, whatever her name is from.
She got the Fantastic Four written up. Boom.
Wow, she has a front butt and a back butt.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the Draxina. That's it for me this week.
You can't see those.
All right, I got a lot of shit this week. I'm sorry. Number one, my one non-comic thing that came in the mail.
Oh, I saw
that on your
Tigra.
IG, man. That's
Fire
cool.
nice.
Yeah, Tigra Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
Little skate deck. I don't skate anymore. I haven't in maybe 30 years, but I wasn't going to pass that up. They had it on clearance. Frazetta Girls had it on clearance for $40.
Is that as Deion Sanders would say? Was that a career decision you made?
For $40, it was.
To stop. Well, I meant to stop skateboarding. Is that-
No, speaking about
that was I have keys to a car now.
Frazetta, Frazetta actually created something that not many people know. Slave Leah's dress.
I'm not surprised. See, also this week we got a little Kickstarter, Give 'em Hell, little Judd Picar cover. And there's the Naughty cover. Picked up a few of these. Little Bruce Timm Red Sonja.
Nice.
Okay.
Did pick up a little old stuff. Little Perez Wonder Woman, little Cersei. Got a little Rockalyn.
Oh shoot! What happened?
No, I know it's been doing that lately with the comments.
All right, now we're stepping on you. Go ahead.
There we go.
I was just trying to share Tyson's thing.
A little Sour
I got you,
Acid.
Tyson.
Little Ickpot.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see. Picked up a little more old stuff. A little Mystery. I love Mystery. The old run is fantastic. Great reads. Fun book. A little Kickstarter, Midnight Cafe. This is Hildebrandt cover.
Really?
I think it's gonna be hard to say whether that or the Heavy Metal is his last published cover before he died, but it's one of them. This little Marguerite Sauvage, new book from Mad
Nick, so you
Cave.
enjoying the Ick Pod of the day that I post in our chat? Are you enjoying it?
I do. A little giant size. I'm not shilling out for that
Oh,
ratio.
for the version.
Blink is over.
I enjoy the series out of Alcatraz. I like the Aspinall cover.
What? Okay.
That was Superman.
Oh, Jesus.
Little Tom Coker. Little Grim Fairy Tales. A little Crypto, why not? Picked up a few of these. And a few of these because I always have
She
this
didn't know
ton of
that. I
fix.
remember she did a cover like that for Harley. I did not like it.
I'm still picking up all the Phineas and Ferb crossovers. So I got the Avengers one.
There you go.
A little Lotte. A little Doom Division. I'm a sucker for an Amare cover. Titans. A little more Crypto. A little Psylocke. A little Gwenpool. I just love this Sweet Paprika cover. I don't know. I just had to have it. I just really enjoyed it. Seasons. A little Minor Arcana. A little Jeff Lemire cover. I'm a sucker for a tarot card cover. Little Lola XOXO. 6. And number 5. Flesh Eating Cheerleaders from Outer Space. Joe Pucar cover.
Nice.
I didn't have enough stickers to cover up the naughty version of that one.
Hey Joe, does your mailman drive a flatbed truck up to your place?
And a little Lilith. Yeah, he. I get when I get a lot of deliveries. I get a lot of deliveries. So that's what we got this week. It was a nice load of stuff this week. It was pretty good.
Good stuff.
What you got, Styx?
All right. First, I'll start with my.
We'll start with my Doctor Who.
I don't think there's no Doctor Who this week.
I love it when Styx is when his audio goes all Max Headroom on it.
He's like,
not even aware. I don't think he's aware it does.
Smoke detector.
I'm not aware of it. So I picked up a this Kong of Skull Island sketch cover. This was a Comic Collector Live exclusive.
They've had some good covers on that series.
Yeah, I like this series. And then the seller sent with it as a free book. You know that I like Universal horror comics and movies and all that. But you may not know, and he didn't know, but it's good that he sent it. The Hammer House has their own comic line featuring the Mummy.
Nice.
So the Mummy Pimp List. This is from Titan Comics. That's a good cover right there.
Is that a Whatnot seller you bought that from?
I bought that from Whatnot, yeah.
We know our wheelhouse.
Is that his corner of the hobby? Is doing like horror comics and stuff? That guy, whoever you bought it from?
No, he does mixed genre.
Yeah, a little everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I got to say that I've got to stop hanging out with Bruce.
Of course.
I got to stop hanging out with Bruce. Bruce is
Bad influence.
a bad influence on me. This week I picked up. Don't ask me why. But these are nice covers, but I'm not an absolute fan. But I did pick up all the absolutes.
Spears
So
connecting.
I got all the
connecting
I
covers.
I got all the foils. Picked up all the foils, cover price, and of course I had to pick up.
Yeah, Stevens does like good.
The non-foils as well.
There you go.
Whatever. At some point, hopefully these will maybe they'll pop. Who knows?
Yeah,
You never know with the spears.
They'll do all right. They'll do all right.
Yeah. Picked up a couple other spirits cover. They got some monsters. This is fifth print. The fifth print.
Fifth print.
It's hard to tell anymore.
Fifth print.
Yes, this is the fifth print. Right on the inside. And then I picked up another. This one. This is the
Yeah, I'm a
Fourth
sucker
print.
for any Lovett stuff.
That one book that Spears did, the mummy, the female mummy in the sarcophagus, the one he did that Bruce got the 9/8 from. It has 9/8. That's a nice cover.
Mhm.
Yeah, sharp.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also picked up this one. Had the
Card.
Somebody okay?
Who died? What was that? Who's cat? It was a cat or a dog?
Oh my
Or
God!
a kid? That was you, Styx?
that was not me. I don't think it could have been.
Was that Joe? No.
No, wasn't me.
Who the hell made that noise?
Well, that's my son yelling from the other room.
What?
I didn't hear it.
Wasn't my son.
Yeah,
I also
son's
picked up-
probably yelling. Oh, there you go. Good man.
Oh,
I also picked up a couple of Perry. And you were right, Jedi. A couple of Doctor Who's.
Yeah.
No, it.
Picked up
No, it.
and picked up a foil.
Oil too. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, let me hold on. Let me grab one thing here.
He's gonna go grab his Labubu's.
The
Go get your
boo-boos.
Labubu's.
Freaking little boo-boos. Those the demon toys.
Swear to God.
Yeah. Listen, okay aside, people sell them for like $4,000 or $5,000. There's like special ones that are
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I remember Beanie Babies. I'm not doing that
Yeah.
shit.
I left the.
I ain't falling for that shit.
Funko Pops. They did the same thing with Funko Pops. Funko Pops is still going strong.
Yeah, and you see me trying to get. You saw me get out of Funko Pops too. Even though we're gonna be talking about Funko Pops later.
Yeah.
I was given by the Kingdom of Nerds some books when we hung out on Saturday night. Me and Bruce hung out Saturday. We went to a comic shop out near him, and I have to say that comic shop was a really good comic shop. They had some good prices on their books, a lot of books for the small area that they had. I picked up. We got this
Some
nice
What Does?
run of some What Does 1
What
through
Does?
6.
And listen, at least as that's going, they had the problem in Saudi Arabia. Freaking camel ate the wire. That's why the SmackDown went off the air.
wire.
It is. It was said. I just read it. A camel ate the wire
Oh my god!
in freaking Saudi Arabia. We lost like the ending of SmackDown.
I don't know anything about this book, but Bruce said
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a
Heard it.
great read.
I'll give it a read.
Yeah, it's a.
This is number
been a very
4, but
fun
I'll have to get
series.
I'll have to get the other 3. I got the Vampirella. Speaking of Vampirella,
Nice.
the Virgin,
Yes, the little
That?
Campbell rush.
and then
I don't even think I got all those things. They're just.
Just
and then I'll show what I got at that comic shop here, and I had asked for this, and I was going to buy it. I never got a chance to even grab the copy from the Alabama Comic-Con, but Bruce was kind enough to pick me up a copy
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there
It
you
is
go.
a good copy.
of the
I like that cover.
Monster.
I like the
Yeah, it's
cover.
great.
I
It's a
really
good
do
cover.
like this cover. That tops in my PC right now. Happy to have it. Thank you very much for grabbing that for me.
Hey, look,
Now to show off what I got at the comic shop that we went to. So the comic shop out near Yukon here.
I always just like watching Jedi's reactions during your pickups.
that's his internet going like that.
I'm gonna get one of those clickers. I'm just gonna start clicking every time.
I picked up these Eternity, the Time Machine. He had a couple of sets, so I picked up both sets. I didn't have that set, so I figured I'll pick up those. This is going to be I'll say this is a spoiler to a segment later. I got picked up this Albany Comic-Con Fred Hembeck cover.
Nice.
You know Fred Hembeck, you know. I wouldn't say he's from Albany, but I wouldn't say he's a local artist. But he's this was a beat up copy, but I only got it for $1. The Scarecrow.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
It's really beat up, man. The corners are charred.
yeah. From Archie Comics, I picked up these Mantech. Everything was half off at the store, so Most of these were $1 or 50 cents. So Mantech, like Archie's. This is based on a toy line.
You gotta love Styx going into a store and he buys the obscure books that nobody else buys. The comic owner's like, "Oh, thank God, finally those books are gone."
Oh yeah, where do you see these ones here? So you talk about your video game comic books. Who can say they have I think this is a full set. I mean, unless there's a 4, I'll have to look. There was a short run. A nice run of Bayou Billy.
Hey, I have that signed.
Bayou Billy.
You know who did that cover? That's an Amanda Conner cover.
Yeah. It says
That is
Amanda
actually
Conner
her.
and
That is her
Bungie
first.
Ghost is awesome,
That
man.
is her first cover right there. It's Amanda Conner's first cover.
Bayou
I
number
got
2
mine back here somewhere.
and Bayou number 3. I already had this one. This is the only one I ever had, but I figured I'll pick it up anyway. I'll buy that one. Sticking with Archie Comics, I bought some Josie and the Pussycats.
Nice.
Again, these were like $1. Everything was half off. In fact, this month they're having a 4th of July sale. I think some of the other books are going to be even more off, so I might go back. Last time we were on, we talked innovation. We talked Legends of the Stargazers.
There you go. Pick up a little.
I got
used
issues.
cheap.
Yep. Issues 1 and issue 2, $2.
That's
A buck each.
Hey, those are easy turnarounds. Those are
Thank you,
easy
Calvin.
turnarounds
I
on
appreciate
eBay. They're
that.
used books.
I appreciate that, Calvin.
Anne Rice's The Vampire Companion.
Why does it look like Jerry Seinfeld? Doesn't it look like Jerry Seinfeld that cover?
It does kind of look like, you're right, it does look like Seinfeld.
It looks like Jerry Seinfeld.
I just imagine you reading that in a velvet robe and a glass of cognac, sitting in a large chair, just reading your Anne Rice comic books.
Terry Pratchett's The Light Fantastic.
Nice.
Issues 1 through 4. I only paid 50 cents.
There you go. Except innovation has some fun stuff. That stuff
I love
you
it.
find in dollar bins all day, every day.
That comic owner, ooh, finally got rid of that book.
Picked up,
That's-
that
that's-
Light Fantastic is a great series. This one he had in his bin. I don't think he knew it. But it was a Doctor Who, but it was signed.
Oh, there you go. Is
By
that
Andy
Matt
Smith.
Smith's signature? Oh, Andy.
I'm by who?
Andy Smith. Yeah, Matthew Dow Smith. That's the cover artist. Andy Smith. Picked up a copy of Forbidden Planet.
Nice. I like that Forbidden Planet. There's great covers.
And then finally, I'm sure Jedi is waiting. When's he going to get done? I picked up this Dark Shadows run 1 through 4.
Barnabas.
Oh, didn't we talk
$2
about
for the
keeping
whole
this for 2
set.
hours tonight?
And then they had a variant of issue 3. They had the variant of issue 3 there as well. So
Barnabas.
I picked that up.
Nice. Like I said, I will always pick up, PC or innovation stuff out of those boxes all day long. There's great titles in there. Good stuff. What you got, Dominic?
Got a couple things. I went to Hobby Lobby. Picked the Boba Fett. When is Hot Wheels $6.99?
That's
Those are specialized ones, John.
it makes no
Specialized.
sense. So
Yeah, I know.
they had this. I bought that. Today I got in the mail. I got this. So from this, I got a custom Boba Fett from this company called Keepers Customs. Need the barcode. I'm gonna go under the barcode later on. I was able to get this prototype Boba Fett in rocket firing, so it shoots the rockets work. I shot the missile and went flying. I had to go find it, but it does actually work. So
Oh,
There you go.
Dom, have I given you any ration of shit yet about having a turntable for
no,
your toys yet?
Nope.
I've been meaning to. I don't know if I've done it
you
yet.
know, you actually
Dom
mentioned, you
Dom
mentioned
has
that before.
one of those turntables that you see on like Whatnot where your
Yeah.
toys turn around.
Yeah. little automated lazy Susan.
Yeah. like you see the Funko
Little cake
people when
topper.
they're
You put
selling
your
their
thing on the
Funkos.
cake topper.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you get to see the whole figure go around. I like it. Anyway, so a rocket firing Boba Fett comes with a stand, 2 missiles, and the gun, which is kind of cool.
Nice. You go choke some
I
children.
got a couple of books. I got a Mexican edition, first Zartan G.I. Joe.
Nice.
Well, this was the thing, Mexican edition, first Dr. Afra. Then I was able to get
I wish we had a Hobby Lobby here.
they opened up a Hobby Lobby in Manhattan, which makes no sense, but it's
We
crazy.
don't have one of them
Uh,
things here.
The McFarlane run of Spider-Man, number 5, for the Hobgoblin, Mexican. I love my Hobgoblin covers, you know.
There you go.
Uh,
I got a few of those over here.
I believe this is the 1 in 25 Amazing Spider-Man, Hobgoblin.
Mhm.
This is the variant edition of Alien Reality. A symbiote with the Hobgoblin. I got this another one. This is the 1 in 25. Hobgoblin.
Mhm.
Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man that just came out. The other one, the 1 in 100. I actually got this for $40. The 1 in 25, Greg Land. Hobgoblin. Yep, got that. And then I have to save some of the best for last. So, Bird City had a couple of comics, for Dallas Comic Con. I was able to pick up my Leah
Oh, there you go.
metal cover.
It's a handsome woman there.
Yes, she
Hey,
was.
I don't like. I know Dom loves that cover. I don't like it personally.
Very handsome.
And I was very fortunate enough to get the Dark Talon metal cover.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I like that. And then this one I saved the best for last. It's covered up. Yes, I got a smut book.
Okay.
I had
That's
to.
All right.
It's
You're
covered
gonna
up.
get the golf clap. You're getting
There
the
we
golf
go.
clap for that.
Dark
There you
Talon.
go. There you go.
Whoa,
There you go.
you got the really smut.
Yes, the totally nude cover.
There you go.
It's covered. It's covered.
All right.
Getting
Well,
the
Joe
full
and I
golf
need to
clap
teach
for that
you.
one.
We'll have to teach you how to cover it up a little more.
Yeah, well, you know what?
You need to get some of the little
Eloquently.
round stickies.
Yeah,
Make
you know
it
what?
look
I have-
professional.
I found some purple tape in the house. I just
You're
put
a
it on there.
professional YouTuber, Dom.
You have to show the smut a little
ripping
bit.
envelopes and
It's
shit.
covered up. It's like the old Midnight Blue days with the little blue dot. I used to cover up everything back in the day. There you go.
Midnight Blue.
Use
And
the
everything.
nice little round stickies. You don't feel as dirty and ashamed.
I actually have to get stickers of me, my face, and put them on the other spots and do that.
Oh, that
I
would
gotta
be
do it.
disturbing. I don't know. About that.
Well, listen, Tyson. Marco laughs at everything, but he should look in the mirror and laugh at himself. I'm going to tell you that, man.
All righty, kids. So for Comic Now later this week. For this week, I felt a little eclectic.
that
this
mummy
week.
cover. Styx.
Yes.
I really, really have enjoyed the covers of Moonshine Bigfoot, and I really dug the Footloose homage with Bigfoot. It's just a great cover, and it makes me laugh. The Mummy, the 1 in 50, is just a beautiful, beautiful cover. And I don't know how many people are out there, how many shops are buying 50 copies of this book to get this. So I don't know. It's a nice cover. And Hyde Street, number 7, the 1 in 20. I'm a sucker for a cereal box homage cover. So
That was on the hot
Good one.
10. That was on Pete's list, I think.
yeah,
Wasn't it?
I'll take it. It's nice for a 1 in 20 off of number 7 of Hyde Street. I don't know how many shops are ordering 20 copies of Hyde Street. It's a good read. It's a good book, but again, I don't know how many LCSs are buying 20 copies of an indie just to get a ratio. So it was a fun cover out there. And coming up in the future, this ends tonight, number 2, the 1 in 50 Lotte cover. It's just a good Lotte cover. It's just a good book. I mean, number 1, you're getting a nice ratio from Hughes. Number 2, you get a nice ratio from Lotte. Good stuff. Also, Birds of Prey 24. It's just a good EOM cover. I'm a sucker for Canary, and I'm a sucker for fishnets, and I'm a sucker for EOM. So I like the fact that he's doing a lot of these open order covers.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
that's
But
awesome.
yeah, he's now that he's going more mainstream, he's taming them down a little bit, which is
Well, he's going to tame down the DC stuff, but that allows him to just go hog wild for like the Kickstarter stuff. So
just gets it out of his system on the Kickstarter.
yeah. And we're getting a second volume of Skin Police for all you
Skin
fans
Police.
that like the first series. It's pretty good. So the seat cover of the Allison Sampson is pretty good. But that was the first run was good. It was weird and interesting. So if you're a fan, you're getting another volume of it. So that's good. I like when these indies have like a nice short little run and then it does well and they just pick up another volume and you don't have to invest forever. Just a nice short run. And on the tops and tails for this week, I just have Heatseeker Exposed #2, the 1/5. I like Chew, but to get a Chew sketch cover is kind of fun. This is the art from, there's probably 3 covers that have this art with either Virgin, colorized. There's Virgin, Trade Dress, I think maybe a foil. But truthfully, the sketch was pretty nice. So I like it. It's nice to get a Derek Chew sketch out of that. And it's only a 1 in 5, so you're not really paying out of the nose for a ratio. And if you're like me and have multiple short boxes of Gun Honey stuff and all the Hardcase Crime stuff, it's something that definitely be picking up. So that's what we got for this week. I think next, Jedi. I think you're up.
Really quick, by the way, that
Yeah.
comic book is limited to 100 copies, and that's number 30.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Sweet. All right. Well, it's Dom's favorite time.
It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia. It's time for the That's Not a Comic, That's Not a Comic, Salia Comic, Salia Comic. Oh, Sale of the Week.
But why can't they just do that? Say sale. What he says, sale of the
It's a
week.
goddamn robot, and they're not smart.
Salia.
As soon as they can say sale, then they're ready to take over the world, and we don't want that.
Yep.
Take it over the world.
We're not ready. We're not ready yet.
It's good that they're making mistakes.
All right, so this week is not really this week at all. It's actually from this was supposed to be the slide for last week, and even that was going to be a week really too late because the news broke about Spaceballs.
Hey, Christine.
Hey, Christine.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah, we weren't on last week, and I had the slide ready, and Joe and I decided, oh, what the hell, we'll just be lazy and just use it again, which is cool because these are pretty cool things. So we have first up a custom Spaceballs figures. So possibly one of not very many, who knows? By Doggy Doc Designs is Lone Star and Barf, sold for a best offer of $2,700.
Nice.
They look nice. They look
They
nice.
look good.
They look
A lot of
quality.
accessories too.
Listen, freaking Mel Brooks is going to be 100 years old when the movie comes out.
I know. It's
Crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't have high hopes for Spaceballs 2.
I don't care.
But,
You know what?
Yeah, after History of the World Part 2, whatever it was, they just watered that down so much. It was just
Give me a good old Blazing
funny.
Saddles remake. I figured
I don't know.
revival. Bring it
Blazing
back out.
Saddles would be even worse if they
I
tried to
love
do it.
That ain't getting remade.
Oh, that's never gonna be made.
So then we have a limited Spaceballs movie poster. So this is not the actual movie poster that was in the theaters. This is a limited to 35 production by Eddie Hawley, and it's done in a Mondo style, which I had to look it up. It's some sort of special screen printing that they do. Won't go into all that, but anyway, it's limited to 35. Sold for a best offer of $390 back in early May. And then Spaceballs VHS from 1987-88, still sealed, NGM. Sold for a best offer of $150 about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. And I didn't update the slide, but I did a little research. Another one sold just this week for $200, a sealed VHS.
Wow.
Everybody.
And
Just
there
trying to
was
ride that
also
wave.
I wasn't going to update the slides because I just did this afternoon, and I didn't want to ask Joe to update the slides. But there was a Spaceballs magazine that sold. I forget what year it was. In fact, I don't even know if I looked or if it said. But a Spaceballs magazine from, we'll say, back shortly after it was released, we'll say, I think sold for $120 for just a magazine.
Damn.
Not graded or anything, just a magazine. So if you got any Spaceballs stuff out there, you might want to do a little.
Hey, my name is Barf, my own best friend.
Yeah. People.
Especially if you got a sealed VHS, that seems to be where.
Yeah.
I only saw two.
What about graded ones? If you have a graded one, probably a lot more.
There were a couple of ones that weren't sealed that sold, and they were really fetching that crazy of a price, probably 20, maybe $30. But the sealed ones, I only saw two, and they were both, like I said, this was $150, and the more recent one was $200 sold. So those would be pretty cool.
Nice. It's probably what most people go after at this point, if they're trying to search for a collectible for Spaceballs.
Yes. So I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
There was also a laser disc. I think there was a laser disc also. I think it might have been opened already.
I'm sure Styx has it.
$50. I thought of Styx when I saw it.
Oh, Spaceballs. Oh, yeah, I have it somewhere.
Mel Brooks has all the movie props. Mel Brooks has all the movie props in South, probably.
Probably.
How do you breathe in this thing?
Mm-hmm.
So tonight, we are not doing a Styx trivia segment. We have given Styx a new segment tonight. So
I think it's exactly.
Eyes that fits you, Styx.
So disturbing. I think we got to give Styx his own pickup segment after tonight too.
That's the Styx keeper.
Yeah. So what we're going to have tonight is I asked Styx to dig into his collection to pull out one or two books that he finds very interesting to talk about. Styx has a very eclectic comic collection. So Styx, the floor is yours, sir.
He's muted too, so we got to be careful with
Yeah. I'm sure it'll take him 5 minutes to find the two books.
Don't worry about it.
I just had them and I put them away somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, where'd it come?
Hand 'em out.
What's that?
We're gonna have to amend our intro song to "We Are Prepared," except Styx.
Still was a bad show outside.
They probably got mixed up in that stack of 300 books that you just did during pickups.
All those books that damn poor owner was trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
I got them. All right. Oh. Joe said, pick two books. That I kind of decided to pick two books that kind of define how my collection goes. So the first one I went with was Booster Gold #1 from the New 52. This is the more recent rendition because they really haven't updated them since 52, really, quite frankly. I'm hoping that they do something good with him now that he's going to be in that Justice League, Dark Dimension or something like that. That's coming out soon.
I think they like using him a little bit more now than they used to.
They sprinkle him here and there, and this was a good relaunch for Booster, this series, I thought. Here we get Rip Hunter comes back and confronts Booster. And this is kind of the startup for 52.
Rick Hunter, isn't that Robotech?
Rip
Time
Hunter.
Oh, Rip. Rip
Hunter, Time Hunter. Yeah. So obviously I'm a huge Booster guy. I obviously have the entire series. I usually pick them up.
Obviously.
If I find them in dollar bins, I still pick them up, even if I already have them. It doesn't matter to me.
That's where they'll be.
That's where they'll be. So, yeah,
If you can't find them, Styx got them.
that's my first one for you. Then during my pickups, you saw this artist. I kind of said it was going to be kind of a spoiler, so I grabbed out. Fred Hembeck sells the Marvel Universe.
I have some Hembeck covers.
Yeah, this is a compilation of his stuff from Marvel Age. Like I said, Hembeck he's local to me. He's from Albany, the Albany area, over in the Capital District here in New York. I have a lot of stuff like this. There's a Fantastic Four roast. There's a couple other things. He's got some magazines that he's put out with all this stuff compiled in it. And he still does stuff from time to time.
He'll do a Marvel cover every now and then.
Yep. So this kind of shows what this book kind of shows is that my collection has more of a I'm not I don't get the
Styx
Batman.
isn't collecting for
Superman.
money.
I'm not collecting to sell my stuff off and go independently wealthy. I'm collecting stuff that I like. I like these hokey stuff like this. Like I get a lot of the comic books that are based off of toys and based off of cartoons.
And you love your monsters.
Smurfs being one of that, and I love my Universal monsters. The Mummy, hands down, is my favorite of that. But here you got the serious side of my collection, and then the very
serious side.
Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. It fell somewhere.
Thinks you had it in your hand 5 seconds ago. How did you lose it?
Yeah, I think Hembeck has a Secret Wars cover too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and then I like stuff that
the people have spoken.
You just like to see that guy fall down the hill. All right. Well, thank you very much, Styx. I like to have little segments where we kind of peek into what people collect, and you can get a little better idea of some of our collection and what's out there outside of some of the stuff we just pick up every week. So,
Right. Gives you a pain everywhere else, just not your head.
All right. This week, for a spotlight, I spotlighted an artist that I really like. On Sunday with Bruce had some Vampirella stuff, and I brought up the fact that there's kind of 3 types of Vampy covers. There's sexy Vampy, there's horror Vampy, and then there's kind of like fun Vampy. And there's a lot of fun Vampy covers as well. And when we talked about fun Vampy, I immediately think of Stephanie Buscema. She is the granddaughter of John Buscema. She's done a lot of editing for Marvel, stuff like that. But she has a handful of covers out there, and she has a very distinct style. So I like to pull up artists that have a fun, distinct style. Sometimes you're looking through boxes at books, and you're like, oh, what's this? It's somebody that stands out. It doesn't have a huge volume of work, but has a decent number of fun covers. So some of her kind of more random things, she did a great, amazing Spider-Girl cover. She did Army of Darkness, Ash Gets Hitched cover. She had a Lumberjanes variant. She had a Deja Thoris cover as well for Warlord of Mars on 100. She had some random stuff. She had this Jingle Bell series, this little Beast of Burden. She did kind of one-off cover there. She did some Powerpuff Girls covers as well. So if you like I like picking up a lot of the either Powerpuff Girls, Adventure Time, stuff like that. I like picking up the ratios all the time because you find them in discount boxes all the time. And sometimes some of those are worth a bit of money. She did a series Chimichanga, which has some hilarious covers as well.
I have some of those somewhere. I like that.
Yeah. She did a couple of the covers on the Rocky and Bullwinkle series as well as the Avengers AI.
Rocky, what if you pull a rabbit out
in that Marvel Now series? She did a handful of Adventure Time covers, which are great. Again, Adventure Time's another one where I will pick up ratios of Adventure Time anytime I see them when they're cheap.
Adventure Time's the funniest.
There's some winter covers in there, and it's something that there are people that collect it, but there's going to be a point where the people where Adventure Time was really important to them as a cartoon are bigger money collectors, and they're going to want this stuff because people like their nostalgia, and this is for a younger generation of collectors that will soon be older and might want that nostalgia of a show that they like Adventure Time, and start hunting out some of these ratios and stuff like that. She's done a handful of Archie stuff with Betty and Veronica. That's a nice little homage on Life with Archie. She did a great cover for Sabrina on number 1 of Sabrina. She did a handful of Betty and Veronica covers as well. And like I said, some of these are nice to pick out because these are mostly like C and D covers that kind of slipped by a lot of people. She did a nice run of subscription covers for Red Sonja as well. I love all of her Red Sonja covers. Yeah, they're all of her Sonja covers are great, and it's one of those things where it's like a lot of people slept on these because, well, number one, they were subscription covers, and number two, this was during the Jenny Frison run. So, like, everyone was hunting those Jenny Frison covers and picking them up. A lot of people kind of slept on these Buscema covers. Mm-hmm. But they're all fantastic covers. Like I said, they were the subscription covers, so they were a little harder to come by. But she did a nice long run. And like I said, because everyone was hunting the Jenny Frison covers, some of these kind of slipped by. And they sell pretty well. I mean, some you can pick up for a few bucks. Some go for a little more. You can normally buy sets of maybe like 5 of the books for $25-$30. But I like all of her Sonja stuff. It was just a great run. She did a little bit of My Little Pony stuff as well. So for all you bronies out there, you can pick up some Buscema covers from some of those Friendship is Magic runs. And last but not least is definitely her Vampirella run, which was about as long as her Red Sonja run. And again, they were all subscription covers. So you just had really hot. The bubble helmet on the Adventure Time is a 1 in 20.
Yes.
But her Vampirella stuff I thought was fantastic as well. Like I said, people were chasing the sexy covers around these times, and these subscription variants just kind of slipped through the cracks. But they're all fantastic Vampirella covers.
They all pretty cool. Look at the mummy issue there, Styx. The mummy in the corner.
Yeah.
I like I said, I like funny and fun Vampirella covers as well. Oh yeah, the Ashen versus Hitch was a ratio as well.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to see if I had any of the ones you were going to show. That's what I ducked out and was looking through my Vampirella. I have 3 that I think are her. No, wait a minute, are these her? Anyway,
let's see. Bring up. This was the last. This was the last slide. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's one of them.
There's one.
This one.
Here, let me throw you up here.
Yeah, show them again. What am I gonna? Nope, that's Styx.
There you go, Jedi.
So I just have 3. I picked these up on the cheap, probably on a Vampirella show somebody was doing on Whatnot.
If you subscribe, I mean, you used to be able to subscribe to comics and get them. And be able
those
to
are all 3 her,
variants.
Yep.
Yeah, those were all hers.
Yeah, that's all I have. I knew as soon I meant to look earlier, and I was like, I think I have some of her stuff. But
yeah, I got a little stack of her stuff. Yeah, I got the. I'm always gonna get a Ronnie cover anytime I see it. I definitely love the Deja Thoris, which will be our. That's just StreamYard being a pain.
I was trying to pull up this comment. What's this?
Yeah, I think I mean, you used to be able to subscribe to comics and get them on the regular that way direct, and you would have subscription variants.
Yeah,
in-
hey, Dungeon, when you like magazines, you get like a subscription magazine, you get a variant magazine when you order through the mail. Basically,
Oh, I love Vampirella ones.
yeah, the Mummy.
Yep, there's one hiding back there. Another Red
Yeah, I'll have to get
Sonja.
that one.
And like I said, I love the Red Sonja ones, and like I said, everyone was chasing the Frozen ones, and these just kind of slipped through, but it's the same run.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, the artwork, the art looks kitty artwork, but it's really cool. It's like,
I'm sure I have a couple of those.
She doesn't really do. I mean, she doesn't do too much anymore. I mean, she does a lot of editing now. So
that I would love a cover of Leah in the bikini, her doing that cartoon.
yeah, and they're fun covers, and you know, I mean, people love Bruce Timm, and you know, Bruce Timm's style is unique and different in that way as well. So I like to collect artists that are a little bit different and spotlight.
I think say, Dom, you could probably find her on IG and message her and see if she does
maybe
commissions.
Do a commission for you.
Convention or get a friggin' custom. Somebody do one for me. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Was that the end of your slides?
Yeah, that was all.
Oh, okay.
That was all we got there. Let me. You got your.
James said if he turned in late. Was that the Warlord of Mars 100?
Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah, and if I have enough time to edit, which I should because we're not doing a show next week for the 4th of July, we're going to look to try our best to do a Deja Thoris character spotlight for the week after July 4th. But Joe has to do a lot of editing on those covers to get them up. I couldn't believe going through Deja Thoris covers how many need editing because wow, I thought the some of the Vampirella stuff was spicy sometimes. No, Deja Thoris stuff. They don't like to put a top on that woman.
Yeah, she's either topless or see-through on just about everything. All her covers.
Yeah.
Joe, you got to pull something down for me to add mine to this thing.
You got it. There you go.
All right. Real quick. Actually, I shouldn't say real quick. It's like 40 slides, but don't go back quick. I was telling Joe earlier I think it was earlier this week, that I had planned because I was getting some stuff from sellers like Entertainment Earth and things, saying that they had some new. It seems like they always have new Transformer action figures. So I was going to Transformer action figure this week. My God, there was so much of that stuff. And half of them I didn't know. So Dom and Styx probably got a kick out of it. But then I pivoted yesterday and thought I would do some things that would truly annoy Joe's Duelin.
Nice.
So here we go. We're going to do Funkos. And we're going to start off with coming out. And these are all for pre-order now.
Right now.
Like Entertainment Earth. We have this Ahsoka electronic. It runs on batteries, I guess, or
batteries now.
Special effects makes sounds and lights.
So when you forget to take the batteries out and they get all crusty, it's going to look like her ass is all crusty.
That's underneath.
Battery funk.
The batteries underneath the little the platform. Just the platform right here.
That makes it easier.
So we have the Ahsoka and the Vader. Not a bad price, really, for an electronic Funko. I thought it'd be a little more, like $25 range.
A sound of Boba Fett. They didn't make a Boba Fett in this.
Yeah, so these will come out. I'm sure Boba Fett's coming. They got to get all the lightsaber characters done first, probably. But these are come out. It says August, was usually towards the end of August, so probably August, September.
Early September.
These will be available. But yeah, these two new Star Wars Funkos that are available for pre-order. We did have a little Transformers. We got Beast Wars, Megatron. Is also available for pre-order.
Looks grumpy.
Have Optimus
Primal.
Sorry.
See, those they should have with a battery so that the eyes glow, because that would be cool.
They probably do it. Well, they have they do have a Optimus Prime one that came out.
It's as cool as you can make a Funko, I guess.
Yeah.
You have what? Blacka Rachina?
Oh,
Arachnia?
Arachnia.
Arachnia?
Black Arachnia. Yeah.
He's a spider.
Yeah. She's like a arachnophobic. She's a spider.
Okay. So she is coming out as well as Rhinox.
Right now. Yep.
All right.
So all of these are available.
He has
No
a nice
pack rat?
necklace.
Hey, JJ, I don't know if JJ ever watches us anymore, but JJ is a huge Simpsons fan, so we have some Simpsons
As am I.
Funkos.
Hey, they
Even
killed
if he was
Marge.
a fan, I doubt he would be buying Funkos, but
They killed Marge off in the last episode.
I would buy a Mr. Burns any day of the week.
well, guess what? There is a Mr. Burns. I'll get to him. So we have Homer doing the dope coming out in there. We have Homer drinking a soda or whatever, and we have Krusty.
Krusty the Clown, Mr.
Nice.
Cheating.
I think there was a Mr. Burns. It seems like forever ago I put this together. Marge.
What's Sideshow Bob?
We had Lisa with
This was
Snowball.
too? Snowball too.
Oh, Bart.
There have been
And
names
Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
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 So Joe may finally buy a Funko.
I might.
There's a couple of Mr. Burns. There's another Mr.
I-
Burns. Too.
I was
I
gonna
love
say,
me Mr.
I'd be
Burns.
shocked if they hadn't done Mr. Burns already.
No, they've done it already. They're just redoing them.
Yeah, I
Funko
don't,
has to pay all these
I don't know
properties.
how their IP works.
So they get the license. They get the licenses. They have to pay for the licenses. Yeah, there's like that's why there's like two licenses that people want them to get. Is the Spawn license for McFarlane, which you'll never get, and Nintendo. So, well, never say never. Nintendo
Doctor Who.
could maybe one day, but they do have friggin' either customs and bootleg Nintendo pops. So if you find the bootleg one, you might get lucky. Well, Mario Brothers.
We also have the Simpsons Bitty Bops or Bitty Pops or whatever.
Bitties, yeah.
We have the 4-pack.
Like these.
Ooh,
got
there's
Lard
Lard
Lad
in
in
there.
This is Stitch.
Nice.
Hey.
Lilo and Stitch. So these are the biddies, the little bitty pops.
So you have all the characters in their Bitty Pop form, like Dom was showing you, the tiny ones.
I got the Star Wars ones here too. So these,
Oh, and Millhouse's Fallout Boy. That's wonderful.
You got Grandpa. Grandpa's like the only one.
well, here these are GI Joe. You got Zartan. You got Shipwreck, Dr. Mindbender, and you got Leatherneck.
I
would
think the
lose
only
those.
one. Everybody's
I would lose
quoting.
those so fast.
Everyone quotes Homer and like oh, and Bart, eat my shorts. I like to quote Grandpa and like I don't like the looks of those teenagers. That's my friend. Anyway, that's just me. And then you have this one. So there's 4 sets, and then there's a mystery one, I guess, or a chase.
That
in
Mo?
every
Itchy.
pack.
Yeah,
Itchy and
it's
scratchy.
All right, there's so I can't believe we're doing Barbie again, Styx.
Dan
Here we go.
DeLamarte, Barbie.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's fun.
No,
Dia
Barbie
de
keeps coming out
los
someday.
Morotos. Yeah, Barbie.
Yeah,
Muertos.
These are cool.
Yeah,
These
Dia
are
de
cool.
los
I'm not buying
Muertos.
them.
They were supposed to do a Star Wars version. Star Wars Day of the Dead Pops. They had a whole line they were going to do with some Star Wars: Vader, Boba Fett, Princess Leia. It never came out.
Yeah, so we got the Barbie, and we have Ken available for pre-order.
It looks like a pen.
Muertos.
All right, we have Nightmare Before Christmas because it's you order now, you got to have it before Halloween. So we got a new Jack Skellington
Yep, Jack Skeleton. And Christmas
and
is
a
very close by.
new
Sally.
Sally. And
What a
we have
wretched
the 24-day countdown calendar for Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's nice to see Funko decided to whittle down their line of Funko.
Yeah, they haven't slowed down at all.
No, actually, now they got the limited edition ones. They just had their event Fun Days in California today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and they have the Box of Fun, which is still available on Funko. $85. You get 3 limited edition pops and a soda, and the pops can range anywhere between 8,000 pieces.
Did you order one, Dom?
I didn't get one. And
Good for you. You're
no, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy them.
I have a feeling
wanted
the
to.
box of fun that I order is a little different than the box of fun that you order.
I know, but so apparently a lot of the Funkos, Freddy Funkos that came out, they had a Voltron Freddy Funko as Voltron limited edition to 500 pieces. They had Michael Myers Freddy Funko, so it's like a Freddy Funko box. So you get Freddy Funko as certain characters.
I like the Michael Myers. I mean, I don't
So
know if I
you
want a
gotta buy
Freddy
the-
Funko version, but I wouldn't mind having a Myers
A
Funko.
Dungeon, it's the soda's a
if
you
it
gotta
fell off
buy
the
the
truck
figure
or
and soda.
something. All right. We also have for our younger audience, I don't know, younger than me. We have Dragon Ball Z Super
50.
Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Go get her.
Yeah, go get her. And then we also have Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta
Yep. There you go. Yep.
and Super Android.
Also, a very different Vegeta than I get in the mail.
Listen, put me on the big screen real quick. I want to show Dungeon something really quick. This is the soda. Get the open.
You got one on your shelf behind you.
No,
To write something on your head and put some advertising.
You gotta show us the
where you have
soda.
head
We've
down.
all seen the sodas.
No, I know.
before. You got a new one?
No, Dungeon didn't know what the soda was. See?
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
it just
soda.
can't get this freaking thing open now. But
I actually like the sodas. I actually like the sodas more than the Funkos, to be honest with you. Than the pops,
Yeah.
I guess.
anyway, I can't get it open.
Tom's gonna need stitches before the end of the episode.
They have basically Dungeon. They have there's little Funkos inside those soda cans.
Yeah, it's like
Little
a,
figures.
yeah,
I don't know
man.
if I have mine open.
If you ever get it open, let us know.
All right, and we have a Gambit. Gambit in the Ganesho battle.
Okay, there you go. I got it.
Ganesha battle.
I finally got it.
There
Yeah,
you
so it's like a little Funko.
There you go.
Yeah. Darth Maul. And the chase was a holographic Darth Maul. Never got
Yeah,
the
the chases are usually metallic or holographic.
yeah.
Version of it. Here you go, Dom. There is a Lilo and Stitch.
I already pre-ordered it already. It's pre-ordered.
You already pre-ordered that one?
Yep, that's from Game.
So this
That's
one's
from,
exclusive,
Entertainment
Entertainment
There's two
Entertainment
of them.
Earth exclusive.
You have a GameStop one that just came out too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had that
And
game
there's
stuff.
also, now this one is sold out. This is the Lilo and Stitch Ukulele Diamond Glitter.
Yeah, I have that one somewhere. Yeah, no, I think I got it.
And that's also Entertainment Earth exclusive. This one just sold out today. I had to update my slide. It just sold out today. The Courage the Cowardly
man.
Dog in the Great Eggplant Courage suit.
Like I said, some of these properties that
I know.
kind of are
This is an exclusive.
they're
as well.
not our era, but there's a younger generation that loved a lot of these shows.
I say it's sold out. It's sold out on Entertainment Earth. I don't know if it's available.
In
anywhere.
Cosmic, they're still debating on the soda thing. There were some sodas in the box of fun that came out today. Some really cool mech Freddies and Franny. They have a Franny now. They have a girl, Franny Funko too. So they just dropped a couple of pieces today, limited edition pieces, number to 50. So it's kind of crazy.
Oh, does this movie drop this weekend? So there's
Megan 2?
some Megan
Yeah,
2
I
is it
think
this
so.
weekend?
I think it's this weekend or next weekend. But the other
think it's this
robot in this is Shinhati, the girl who plays Shinhati in friggin'
and
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
that's my
she's the
girl.
other robot. She's the evil robot, and Megan's got to say. So Megan's bad, but she's helping. I don't know. It's weird shit.
Yeah, it's a Terminator all over again. They got to get the old.
Yeah.
You got to make the old bad one into the new good one. But yeah, you have the dancing Megan. This is actually not a terrible. I watched the first one. I have to wait. My son won't go see this with me in the theater, so I have to wait till it hits streaming. But I watched the first one. It was okay.
You got the popcorn bucket?
I do not get that. I did not get the popcorn. I doubt if I will. Actually, I can't remember what it looked like. But yeah, the dancing one. You also have the Megan 2.0 in the pink suit Funko. And you have the exclusive Megan Metallic Funko Pop that is dropping. Those will be around in, I think they were all September, right? Yeah, September. And This one's kind of cool if you're into horror genre type stuff. This is the Blacklight screen Ghostface. This is not due to arrive in January of next year. Entertainment exclusive. And Daredevil. This is also an exclusive.
No, I thought that was a Jonathan Frakes figure. I thought that was. I thought that was right.
No, this is the Daredevil Unmasked. This will be out in August or September. This one is sold out. I don't know anything about this other than it showed up on the email they sent me. Solo leveling.
Bruce loves his solo leveling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Bruce would know what this is, but it's sold out. Whatever it is, so it must be popular.
Yeah, anime stuff is manga stuff.
I always wondered what happened to Amperu.
Very crispy.
And that is
Spider-Man
it.
Was eating on that ratio cover.
There you go. Good.
That is it for collectibles this week. At least Funko anyway.
Nice one, Jedi. Like that.
Well, that's what we got this week. We did a little strip down episode this week. We're gonna build it back out. Start popping in a few new segments here and there. Build it back out. But if you haven't subbed up yet, please sub up at Renovision. Sub up for Bruce over at Kingdom of Nerds. He's not nice enough to grace our presence anymore here on the Qualified, but he has great content over at Kingdom of Nerds. Nope. And you probably see him on Attack Show every now and then as well.
And you probably see him in some.
I had a good time on his Sunday show. I mean, it was Vampirella, but I had a pretty good time. I may see if I'm allowed back on there every once in a while. But you got to tell me what comics to read because I don't want to show up and just not know anything you guys are talking about. Although I will talk regardless, but I just would like to.
Right, Bruce and I are over there on Sundays doing the other comic show, and then Mondays normally does Monday Madness and his DCU show out there, and he has a Friday show on. I think at 8:00 now. We're doing pickups and Jeopardy, so it's a fun time. And if you want to see more of me and Jedi and Styx and sometimes Dom and sometimes Bruce, you can go over and check out Styx on Tuesdays for the New to Who show. So Styx, what we got lined up for this week on Tuesday?
So this week we'll be watching the Seventh Doctor's episode Ghostlight with Sylvester McCoy as the Seventh Doctor. This is really good. It's 3 episodes, so it should be a good time.
Jedi and I will let you know how it is.
Yeah, we'll be the judge of that.
We're the honest arbiters.
That's why I had you guys coming. Yeah, I want you to come.
Yeah, but it's been fun. It's been fun. I Jedi and I have no exposure to Doctor Who, so Styx is.
I had fun when I was on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. We join in, watch along with us, and comment on it. And the show's doing well. It's picking up some people. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate
it's
everyone.
Longer than I ever thought it would. I'm glad it has.
Don't forget Mama Bear's. Mama Bear's on the show, so she.
Mama Bear's the talent.
She's our eye candy.
Yeah.
Mama Bear brings the Doctor Who knowledge.
Yes,
Not that Styx doesn't know Doctor Who.
I'm telling you, my brother, Styx, my brother said that he apologizes that the last couple of weeks have been busy, so he's going to try to make one of these shows. So hopefully,
you don't need to apologize.
Joe and I,
he has availability. He can come on.
Joe and I allow Mama Bear to talk and actually give out knowledge. We don't allow Styx to do that sometimes.
That's true.
No.
We interrupt.
And there's a good chance you'll see Terry there in the chat.
Always
there's a very good chance. Very good chance.
Yeah. So, and on Thursdays, Dom and Matt over at Absolute Geek Podcast and Styx do a bit of a wrestling show. You guys doing one this week on Thursday?
Well, we did the show last night, and we had the breakdown of the Night of Champions. That's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Tomorrow.
And I don't know. I think tomorrow Matt was talking about maybe he might have a live stream. Talking about it. So I don't know. You'll probably see Matt and Styx on the live stream. unfortunately, I can't be on it because I have to go do things with wifey, and because it's in Saudi
You
Arabia.
shouldn't say unfortunately.
Yeah, don't say unfortunately in front of that.
No, but it's on early.
You have the
Fortunately,
pleasure
I get to
of-
spend time with my wife.
I
Yes.
know the pleasure, and it's coming on early tomorrow because of it's live from Saudi Arabia. And tonight's episode of SmackDown, I don't know how true it was. They said that a camel, the wiring that was broadcasting the show was abruptly taken care of, and no one got to see the segment at the end. Maybe we'll see it down the road, but yeah. So fun times.
Those camels are sons of bitches. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
they are.
I was robbed on one when I was over there.
Good times.
It's true. It's true.
And the only camels I've seen is camel toes. But that's
Pocket or what?
Yeah.
Those damn pickpocket camels.
Damn camel toes.
I wasn't robbed by a camel, but I was robbed while on a camel. So there you go. It's a fun story for another day. So again, on Renovision, there's a great lineup of fantastic live shows and recorded content in terms of live stuff. Pete does a CBSI Hot 10 before us here every Friday at 9 p.m., followed by us at 9:30. On Saturdays, you can catch the wackiness of the boys of the SNS crew. Are you going to be on tomorrow, Styx, on SNS?
I'm not certain of the show tomorrow.
Oh, well, there you go. There may or may not be a show tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I was
It'll be a
wondering that
surprise.
too, especially if you guys are doing your wrestling show tomorrow, if you're
Yeah.
going to be able to do both.
Yeah.
But
We'd be able to do both. I'm not 100% sure whether or not we were having a show tomorrow night or not.
There you go.
Well, we'll see. Like, I know you guys sometimes you do it. Hopefully next week you come back with another show.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Gonna come back.
On Sundays, you can catch Dom get yelled at by everybody on Tales from the Dark Side.
I get
for
yelled at
all
by
of your
Marco,
Star
yelled
Wars
at by
information.
JJ, and then freaking goddamn Wave Seeker thinks he's trolling me, but he's not. The fact is that he's actually having his engagement with the Blue Bear.
He loves
Nubs.
his
I
nubs.
was gonna say Nibs. Nubs.
Nibs.
Nibs. Now, it should be fun. We got some Star Wars stuff that's coming up. Some interesting things, like new Coke cans. New Coke
You
cans.
finally got some. You finally got some comics out there that are getting some heat with some of the Vader stuff and the Afra stuff. So
Yeah. Hey.
something.
And we got a Boba Fett book coming out in September, which I'm very happy
Oh, the
about.
black, white, and red or whatever. Yeah.
Hopefully the story's good, and hopefully the artwork. is
Most
good.
of the black, white, and reds aren't, but they always have some great cover candy.
Now, I tell you what, the Darth Maul wasn't bad. The Darth Maul story, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. So we'll see what happens.
And as always on Wednesdays, you can catch the TAC show, the Totally Awesome Cool Show with Pete, Marco, and Dubs as they run down all of the hot comic news for the week. And that is what they have on tap. So thank you for all hanging out with us today. Like I said, look forward to some new segments coming up here and there. And, I don't know what those segments will
Well,
be.
stay tuned. We might have some new,
Figure it out.
like you said, segments that will
Figure it out.
definitely be interesting.
I'll slip some feet in there somewhere.
I will say to everyone, either in the live chat or in the after chat, if you like something we're doing, put it down in the comments. If you missed something, say, hey, why don't you bring this segment back? Put it in the comments. Let us know what we can do.
not every segment we're going to be able to
Well,
bring back.
Cosmic One. Cosmic One did bring up the fact that he enjoyed my toy, toy thing. So back in the day, when I did toys. So
Right.
the toy thing
There you
is a touchy subject. We'll see about the toys.
Yeah, Pete has a toy channel. Maybe
Yep.
maybe we can get a little Dom love on a little toy show over there. A little toy report. Beep beep beep
Let's see.
beep 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 beep.
There you go.
That's it.
It'd be awesome. So thank you all for hanging out with us. We appreciate it, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. Have a safe and happy 4th of July. Don't blow off your fingers.
Exactly.
Be
Have a good
careful with the
barbecue. Get drunk.
fireworks.
Do not shoot fireworks drunk.
No.
If you do, be careful.
Yes, but please do. We
Exactly.
would
Safety
like to
first.
see you all back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So have a great 4th of July, everybody. For our Canadian friends, have a good weekend. And we will see
Canada
you.
Day. Canada Day coming up on Monday.
That's it.
Oh, there you go. happy Canada Day. So take care, everyone. See you in a couple weeks. Take care.
The qualified. The qualified.